Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will put it away to start the game. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Lacey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They were really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Lacy. It's complete on the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it up to 41. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's caught. It's Bell. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both...
Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball.
There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20.
defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
Grab near the marker, it's Freeman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Terry. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The inside handoff.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
To the air, it's Lacy. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on first down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
To the air, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Just keep slinging it. There's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The snap sets up the throw. They've got the screen set up. Can't get him to the ground. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hunt is on its way. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he
throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Goes to the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Looking for a man, it's Knight. On over the middle, it's Freeman. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have, the skill.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Release to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Red pass, it's complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Terry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air, it's Lacy. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Lacy. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.